We are discussing CompTIA Security Plus. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comments. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. To get the complete list of questions and answers, click on the playlist link provided in the description. Our next question is, which of the following is most likely reason for securing an air-gapped laboratory HVAC system? Option A, to avoid data leakage. Option B, to protect surveillance logs. Option C, to ensure availability. Option D, to restrict remote access. The correct answer is option A. Moving to our next question. An application developer accidentally uploaded a company's code singing certificate private key to a public web server. The company is concerned about malicious use of its certificate. Which of the following should the company do first? Option A, delete the private key from repository. Option B, verify the public key is not exposed as well. Option C, update the DLP solution to check for private keys. Option D, revoke the code signing certificate. The correct answer is option D. Next. A security analyst is investigating some users who are being redirected to fake website that resembles www.comptia.org. The following output was found on the naming server of the organization. See the information given. Which of the following attack has taken place? Option A, domain reputation. Option B, domain hijacking. Option C, disassociation. Option D, DNS poisoning. The correct answer is option D. Next question. The Chief Information Security Officer requested a report on potential areas of improvement following a security incident. Which of the following incident response process is the SY0 requesting? Option A, lessons learned. Option B, preparation. Option C, detection. Option D, containment. Option E, root cause analysis. The correct answer is option A. Next one. While reviewing an alert that shows a malicious request on the web application, a cybersecurity analyst is alerting to a subsequent token reuse moments later on a different service using a same single sign-on method. Which of the following would best detect a malicious actor? Option A, utilizing SIEM correlation engines. Option B, deploying NetFlow at the network border. Option C, disabling session tokens with all sites. Option D, deploying a WAF for the web servers. The correct answer is option D. Moving to our next question. An administrator is experiencing issues when trying to upload a support file to a vendor. A pop-up message reveals that the payment card number was found in the file and the file upload was blocked. Which of the following controls is most likely causing the issue and should be checked first? Option A, DLP. Option B, content filter. Option C, MDM. Option A is DLP, option B is firewall rule, option C is content filter, option D is MDM, and option E is application whitelist. The correct answer is option A. We are covering CompTIA Security Plus. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comments. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. To get the complete list of questions and answers, click on the playlist link provided in the description. A question is, which of the following are common VoIP associated vulnerabilities? Option A, SPIM, option C, whizzing, option C, hopping, option D, phishing, option E, credential harvesting, option F, tailgating. The correct answer is option D and F. Next, a customer service representative reported that unusual text message was sent to the help desk. The message contained an unrecognized invoice number with a large balance due to the link to click for more details. Which of the following best describes the technique? Option A, wishing, option B, wailing, option C, phishing, option D, smishing. Correct answer is option D. Next, a security analyst has identified malware spreading through the corporate network and has activated the CSIRT. Which of the following should the analyst do next? Option A, review how the malware was introduced to the network. Option B, attempt to quarantine all infected hosts to limit further spread. Option C, create help desk tickets to get infected system re-imaged. Option D, update all endpoint antivirus solution with the latest updates. Correct answer is option D. Next one. Which of the following would detect intrusion at the perimeter of an airport? Option A, Incase, option B, fencing, option C, motion sensor, option D, lightning, option E, bollards. Correct answer is option B. Next one. A cloud service provider has created an environment where customers can connect existing local networks to the cloud for additional computing resources and block internal HR application from reaching the cloud. Which of the following cloud models is being used? Option A, public, option B, community, option C, hybrid, option D, private. Correct answer is option C. Next one. Developers are about to release a financial application, but the number of fields on the forms that could be abused by an attacker is troubling. Which of the following techniques should be used to address this vulnerability? Option A, implement input validation. Option B, encrypt data before submission. Option C, perform a manual review. Option D, conduct a peer review session. Correct answer is option B. Next. A systems administrator reports degraded performance on a virtual server. The administrator increases a virtual memory allocation which improves conditions, but performance degrades gain after the few days. The administrator runs analysis tool and sees the following output. See the information. The administrator terminates the time at DXE, observes system performance over the next few days, and notices that the system performance does not degrade. Which of the following issue is most likely to occurring? Option A, DDL injection. Option B, API attack. Option C, butter overflow. Option D, memory leak. Correct answer is option B. Next one. Due to unexpected circumstances, an IT company must vacate its main office, forcing all the operations to alternate off-site location. Which of the following will the company most likely reference for guidance during this change? Option A, a business continuity plan. Option B, the retention policy. Option C, the disaster recovery plan. Option D, the incident response plan. Correct answer is option B. We are covering CompTIA Security Plus. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comments. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. To get the complete list of questions and answers, click on the playlist link provided in the description. Our question is, which of the following would most likely be identified by a credentialed scan but would be missed by an uncredentialed scan? Option A, vulnerabilities with a CVSS score greater than 6.9. Option B, critical infrastructure vulnerabilities on non-IP protocols. Option C, CVEs related to non-Microsoft systems such as printers and switches. Option D, missing patches for third-party software on Windows workstations and servers. Correct answer is option D. Next. Multiple business accounts have compromised a few days after a public website had its credentials database leaked on the internet. No business emails were identified in the breach, but the security team thinks that the list of passwords exposed was later used to compromise business account. Which of the following would mitigate the issue? Option A, complexity requirement. Option B, password history. Option C, acceptable use policy. Option D, shared account. Correct answer is option B. Next one. After gaining access to a dual-homed multifunction device by exploiting a vulnerability in device's firmware, a penetration tester then gains shell access on other networked asset. The technique is an example of privileged escalation, footprinting, persistence pivoting, and option D, pivoting. Correct answer is option A. Next. An organization has hired a red team to simulate attack on its security posture. Which of the following will the blue team do after detecting an IOC? Option A, reimage the impacted workstation. Option B, activate runbook for incident response. Option C, conduct forensics on a compromised system. Option D, conduct passive reconnaissance to gather information. Correct answer is option C. Next, A security analyst was called to investigate a file received directly from a hardware manufacturer. The analyst is trying to determine whether a file was modified in transit before installation on a user's computer. Which of the following can be used to safely access the file? Option A, check the hash of installation file. Option B, match the file names. Option C, verify the URL download location. Option D, verify the code signing certificate. The correct answer is option A. Next. After a recent security breach, a security analyst reports that several administrative usernames and passwords are being sent via clear text across the network to access network devices over port 23. Which of the following should be implemented so all credentials sent over the network are encrypted when remotely accessing and configuring network devices? Option A, SSH. Option B, SNMPv3. Option D, SFTP. Option D, Telnet. Option E, FTP. Correct answer is option A. Next. A security administrator has discovered that workstations on a LAN are becoming infected with malware. The cause of the infections appears to be users receiving phishing emails that are bypassing the current email filtering technology. As a result, users are being tricked into clicking on malicious URLs. As no internal controls currently exist on the environment to evaluate their safety, which of the following would be best to implement and address the issue? Option A, work forward proxy. Option B, HIDS. Option C, awareness training. Option D, a jump server. Option E, IPS. The correct answer is option B. We are covering CompTIA Security Plus. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comments. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. To get the complete list of questions and answers, click on the playlist link provided in the description. A question is, which of the following is a risk that is specifically associated with hosting applications in the public cloud? Option A, unsecured root account. Option B, 0-day. Option C, shared tenancy. Option D, insider threat. The correct answer is option C. Next one. Joe, an employee, is transferring departments and is providing copies of his files to a network share folder for his previous team to access. Joe is granting read, write, execute permission to his manager but giving read-only access to the rest of the team. Which of the following access control is Joe using? Option A, FACL. Option B, DAC. Option C, ABAC. Option D, MAC. The correct answer is option D. Next. When implementing automation with IoT devices, which of the following should be considered first to keep the network secure? Option A, Z-Wave compatibility. Option B, network range. Option C, Zigbee configuration. Option D, communication protocols. Correct answer is option D. Next, which of the following is the most secure but least expensive data destruction method for data that is stored in hard drives? Option A, pulverizing. Option B, shredding. Option C, incinerating. Option D, degaussing. The correct answer is option B. Next, a security analyst is investigating multiple hosts that are communicating to external IP addresses during the hours of 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. The malware has evaded detection by traditional antivirus software. Which of the following types of malware is most likely infecting the host? Option A, rat. Option B, ransomware. Option C, polymorphic. Option D, a worm. The correct answer is option C. Next question. A company is required to continue using legacy software to support a critical service. Which of the following best explains a risk of this practice? Option A, default system configuration. Option B, unsecure protocols. Option C, lack of vendor support. Option D, weak encryption. The correct answer is option B. Next, a security researcher has alerted an organization that is sensitive data, user data, was found for sale on a website. Which of the following should the organization use to inform the affected parties? Option A, an incident response plan. Option B, a communication plan. Option C, a business continuity plan. Option D, a disaster recovery plan. The correct answer is option A. Next one. A company wants to modify its current backup strategy to minimize the number of backups that would need to be stored in case of data loss. Which of the following would be the best backup strategy to implement? Option A, incremental backup followed by differential backups. Option B, full backup followed by incremental backups. Option C, delta backup followed by differential backup. Option D, incremental backup followed by delta backup. Option E, full backup followed by differential backups. Correct answer is option B. We are covering CompTIA Security Plus. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comments. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. To get the complete list of questions and answers, click on the playlist link provided in the description. Our question is, a new vulnerability in the SMB protocol on the Windows system was recently discovered, but no patches are currently available to resolve the issue. The security administrator is concerned if servers in the company's DMZ will be vulnerable to external attack. However, the administrator cannot disable the service on the servers, and SMB is used by a number of internal systems and applications on the LAN. Which of the following TCP port should be blocked for all external inbound connection to the DMZ as a workaround to protect the servers? Option A, 135. Option B, 139. Option C, 143. Option D, 161. Option E, 443. Option F, 445. The correct answer is option B and F. Next one. A major clothing company recently lost a large amount of proprietary information. The security officer must find a solution to ensure this never happens again. Which of the following is the best technical implementation to prevent this from happening again? Option A, disable peer-to-peer sharing. Option A, configure DLP solution. Option B, disable peer-to-peer sharing. Option C, enable role-based access controls. Option D, mandate job rotation. Option E, implement content filters. The correct answer is option A. Next. Which of the following types of attacks is specific to the individual's targets? Option A, whaling. Option B, farming. Option C, smishing. Option D, credential harvesting. The correct answer is option A. Next one. A financial analyst has been accused of violating the company's AUP, and there is forensic evidence to substantiate the allegation. Which of the following would dispute the analyst's claim of innocence? Option A, legal hold. Option B, order of volatility. Option C, non-repudiation. Option D, chain of custody. The correct answer is option D. Next one. A local coffee shop runs a small Wi-Fi hotspot for its customers that utilizes WPA2 The coffee shop would like to stay current with security trend and wants to implement WPA3 to make it Wi-Fi even more secure. Which of the following technologies will the coffee shop most likely use in place of PSK? Option A, WEP. Option B, MCHAP. Option C, WPS. Option D, SAE. The correct answer is option D. Next one. A hospital's administration is concerned about a potential loss of patients' data that is stored on tablets. A security administrator needs to implement controls to alert the SOC anytime the device are near exit. Which of the following would best achieve this objective? Option A, geo-targeting. Option B, geolocation. Option C, geotagging. Option D, geofencing. Correct answer is option D. Next. A SOC is implementing as an insider threat detection program. The primary concern is that users may be accessing confidential data without authorization. Which of the following should be deployed to detect a potential insider threat? Option A, a honey file. Option B, ADMZ. Option C, DLP. Option D, file integrity monitoring. The correct answer is option A. We are covering CompTIA Security Plus. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comments. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. To get the complete list of questions and answers, click on the playlist link provided in the description. Next question. After returning from a conference, a user's laptop has been operating slower than normal and overheating, and the fans have been running constantly. During the diagnosis process, an unknown piece of hardware was found connected to the laptop's motherboard. Which of the following attack vector was exploited to install the hardware? Option A, removable media. Option B, shear phishing. Option C, supply chain. Option D, direct access. The correct answer is option A. Next question. Which of the following policies establishes rules to measure third-party work tasks and ensure deliverables are provided within a specific timeline? Option A, SLA. Option B, MOU. Option C, AUP. Option D, NDA. Correct answer is option A. Next one. A customer has reported that an organization's website displayed an image of a smiley rather than expected web page for a short time for 2 days earlier. A security analyst reviews log, tries and sees the following around the time of incident. Read the given information. Which of the following is most likely to occur? Option A, invalid trust chain. Option B, domain hijacking. Option C, DNS poisoning. Option D, URL redirection. Correct answer is option C. Next question is, which of the following in a forensic investigation should be priorities based on order of volatility? Option A, page files. Option B, event logs. Option C, RAM. Option D, cache. Option E, stored files. Option F, HDD. The correct answer is option A and D. Next question. A security forensic analyst is examining a virtual server. The analyst wants to preserve the present state of a virtual server, including memory contents. Which of the following backup type should be used? Option A, snapshot. Option B, differential. Option C, cloud. Option D, full. Option E, incremental. Correct answer is option A. Next one. A security manager needs to access the security posture of one of the organization's vendor. The contract with the vendor does not allow for auditing of a vendor's security controls. Which of the following should the manager request to complete the assessment? Option A, a service level agreement. Option B, a business partnership agreement. Option C, a SOC to type 2 rule. Option D, a memorandum of understanding. Correct answer is option A. Next, a security monitoring company offers a service that alerts its customers if their credit cards have been stolen. Which of the following is the most likely source of this information? Option A, STIX. Option B, the dark web. Option C, TAXII. Option D, social media. Option E, PCI. The correct answer is option B. We are covering CompTIA Security Plus. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comments. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. To get the complete list of questions and answers, click on the playlist link provided in the description. A question is, a security analyst needs to implement a MDM solution for BYOD users that will allow the company to retain control over company's email residing on their devices and limit data exfiltration that might occur if the devices are lost or stolen. Which of the following would best meet these requirements? Option A, full device encryption. Option B, network usage rules. Option C, geofencing. Option D, containerization. Option E, application whitelisting. Option F, remote control. The correct answer is option A and B. Next, an organization's chief security officer wants to validate the business involvement in the incident response plan to ensure its validity and thoroughness. Which of the following will the CSO most likely use? Option A, an external security assessment. Option B, a bug bounty program. Option C, a tabletop exercise. Option D, a red team engagement. Correct answer is option C. Next, a desktop support technician recently installed a new document scanning software program on a computer. However, when the end user tried to launch the program, it did not respond. Which of the following is most likely the cause? Option A, a new firewall rule that is needed to access the application. Option B, the system was quarantined for missing software updates. Option C, the software was not added to the application whitelist. Option D, the system was isolated from the network due to infected software. The correct answer is option C. Next one. A company has been experiencing very brief power outages from its utility company over the last few months. These outages only last for 1 second each time. The utility company is aware of the issue and is working to replace a faulty transformer. Which of the following best describes what the company should purchase to ensure its critical servers and network devices stay online? Option A, dual power supplies. Option B, a UPS. Option C, a generator. Option D, APDU. Correct answer is option B. Next, after a phishing scam for the user's credentials, the red team was able to craft a payload to deploy on a server. The attack allowed the installation of malicious software that initiates a new remote session. Which of the following types of attacks has occurred? Option A, privilege escalation. Option B, session replay. Option C, application programming interface. Option D, directory transversal. Correct answer is option B. Next, a security analyst notices several attacks are being blocked by the NIPS but does not see anything on the boundary firewall log. The attack seems to have throttled. Which of the following resiliency technique was applied to the network to prevent this attack? Option A, NIC teaming. Option B, port mirroring. Option C, defense in depth. Option D, high availability. Option E, geographic dispersal. The correct answer is option C. Next, A network administrator at a large organization is reviewing methods to improve the security of a wired LAN. Any security improvement must be centrally managed and allow corporate-owned devices to have access to the intranet, but limit others to internet access. Which of the following should the administrator recommend? Option A, 802.1x utilization, the current PKI infrastructure. Option B, SSO to authenticate corporate users. Option C, MAC address filtering with ACLs on the router. Option D, PAM for user account management. Correct answer is option A. Next, an organization is having difficulty correlating events from the individual AV. EDR, DLP, SWG, WAF, MOM, HIPS and CASP system. Which of the following is the best way to improve the situation? Remove expensive system that generate few alerts. Option B, modify the system to alert only on critical issue. Option C, utilize the SIEM to centralize logs and dashboards. Option D, implement a new syslog NetFlow appliance. Correct answer is option C. We are covering CompTIA Security Plus. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comments. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. To get the complete list of questions and answers, click on the playlist link provided in the description. A question is, a large financial services firm recently released information regarding a security breach within its corporate network that began several years ago before. During the time frame in which the breach occurred, indicators show an attack gained administrative access to the network through a file download from the social media site and subsequently installed it without the user's knowledge. Since the compromise, the attacker was able to take command and control of the computer system anonymously while obtaining sensitive corporate and personal employee information. Which of the following method did the attacker most likely use to get access? Option A, a bot. Option B, fileless virus. Option B, a logic bomb. Option D, a RAT. The correct answer is option D. Next, which of the following cryptographic concept would a security engineer utilize while implementing non-repudiation? Option A, block shipper. Option B, hashing. Option C, private key. Option D, perfect forward secrecy. Option E, salting. Option F, symmetric keys. The correct answer is option B and C. Next, a security administrator is setting up a SIEM to help monitor for notable event across the enterprise. Which of the following control type does it best represent? Option A, preventive. Option B, compensating. Option C, corrective. Option D, detective. The correct answer is option D. Next one. Which of the following best describe a social engineering attack that relies on an executive at a small business visiting a fake banking website where credit cards and account details are harvested? Option A, whaling. Option B, spam. Option C, invoice scam. Option D, farming. The correct answer is option D. Next one. A new vulnerability in a SMB protocol on the Windows system was recently discovered, but no patches are currently available to resolve the issue. The security administrator is concerned that servers in the company's DMZ will be vulnerable to external attack. However, the administrator cannot disable the service on the servers. As SMB is used by a number of internal systems, an application on a LAN, which of the following TCP ports should be blocked for all external inbound connection to the DMZ as the workaround to protect the servers? Option A 135, option B 139, option C 143, option D 161, option E 443, option F 445. The correct answer is option A and E. Next, a retail company that is launching a new website showcase the company's product line and the other information for online shoppers registered in the following URLs. See the information given. Which of the following should the company use to secure its website? The company is concerned with convenience and cost. Option A, a self-signed certificate. Option B, a root certificate. Option C, a code signing certificate. Option D, a wildcard certificate. Option E, an extended validation certificate. Correct answer is option B. Next, an organization would like to remediate the risk associated with its cloud service provider not meeting its advertised 99.99% availability metrics. Which of the following should the organization consult for the exact requirements for the cloud provider? Option A, SLA. Option B, BPA. Option C, NDA. Option D, MOU. The answer is option A. Next one. A network analyst is setting up a wireless access point for the home office as a remote rural locations. The requirement is that users need to connect to the access point securely but do not want to have to remember password. Which of the following should the network analyst enable to meet the requirement? Option A, MAC address filtering. Option B, 802.1x. Option C, captive portal. Option D, WPS. Correct answer is option D. Next, a security analyst wants to verify that client server application is sending encrypted traffic. Which of the following should the analyst use? Option A, OpenSSL. Option B, hopping. Option C, netcat. Option D, TCP dump. The correct answer is option A. Next, a security engineer needs to create a network segment that can be used for servers that require connections from untrusted networks. When of the following should the engineer implement? Option A, an air gap. Option B, a hot site. Option C, a VLAN. Option C, a screen subnet. The answer is option D. We are covering CompTIA Security Plus. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comments. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. To get the complete list of questions and answers, click on the playlist link provided in the description. Next one. If a current private key is compromised, which of the following would ensure it cannot be used to decrypt all historical data? Option A, perfect forward secrecy. Option B, elliptic curve cryptography. Option C, key stretching. Option D, homomorphic encryption. The correct answer is option B. Next. After a hardware incident, an unplanned emergency maintenance activity was conducted to rectify the issue. Multiple alerts were generated on the SYEM during this period of time. Which of the following best explains what happened? Option A, the unexpected traffic correlated against multiple rules generating multiple alerts. Option B, multiple alerts were generated due to an attack occurring at the same time. Option C, an error in the correlation rules triggered multiple alerts. Option D, the SIEM was unable to correlate the rules triggering the alerts. The correct answer is option A. Next one. Which of the following environment utilizes dummy data and is most likely to be installed locally on a system that allows code to be accessed directly and modified easily with each build? Option A, production. Option B, test. Option C, staging. Option D, development. The correct answer is option B. Next. A company is implementing new SIEM to log and send alert whenever malicious activity is blocked by its antivirus and web content filters. Which of the following is primary use case for this scenario? Option A, implementation of preventive controls. Option B, implementation of detective controls. Option C, implementation of deterrent controls. Option D, implementation of corrective controls. Correct answer is option D. That is option B, implementation of detective controls. Next. A developer is concerned about people downloading fake malware infected replicas of a popular game. Which of the following should the developer do to help verify legitimate versions of the game for users? Option A, digitally sign the relevant game file. Option B, embed a watermark using stenography. Option C, implement TLS on the license activation server. Option D, fuzz the application for unknown vulnerabilities. The correct answer is option A. Next. After segmenting the network manager wants to control the traffic between the segments. Which of the following should the merger use to control the network traffic? Option A, DMZ. Option B, VPN. Option C, VLAN. Option D, ACL. Correct answer is option D. Next. An attack relies on end user visiting a website end user would typically visit. However, the site is compromised and uses vulnerabilities in the end user browsers to deploy malicious software. Which of the following types of attack does this describe? Option A, smishing. Option B, whaling. Option C, watering hole. Option D, phishing. The correct answer is option C. Next. The chief security officer has asked a technician to devise a solution that can detect unauthorized execution privileges from the OS in both executables and data files, and can work in conjunction with the proxies or UTM. Which of the following would best meet the CSO's requirement? Option A, fuzzing. Option B, sandboxing. Option C, static code analysis. Option D is code review. Correct answer is option B. We are covering CompTIA Security Plus. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comments. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. To get the complete list of questions and answers, click on the playlist link provided in the description. The Question is, an organization has various applications that contain sensitive data hosted in the cloud. The company's leaders are concerned about lateral movement across applications of different trust levels. Which of the following solutions should the organization implement to address the concern? Option A, ISFW. Option B, UTM. Option C, SWG. Option D, SHE-ASP. Correct answer is option D. Next one. A company recently added a DR site and is redesigning a network. Users at the DR site are having issues browsing websites. Instructions: click on each firewall to do the following. Deny clear text web traffic, ensure secure management protocols used, resolve issue at the DR site. The rule set order cannot be modified outside constraints. If at any time you would like to bring back the initial state of the simulation, please click the reset button. See the network diagram. See this? This is firewall 3. Now, this is the correct answer. This is the information, you can read it. Next question. The security engineer is setting up passwordless authentication for the first time. Instruction: use the minimum set of commands to set this up and verify that it works. Commands cannot be reused. If at any time you would like to bring back the initial state of simulation, please click the reset all button. See the information given. This is the answer. Next, select the appropriate attack and remediation from each drop-down list to label the corresponding attack with its remediation. Instruction: not all attacks and remediation action will be used. If at any time you would like to bring back the initial state of simulation, please click the reset all button. See the information given. This is the answer. Next, which of the following will most likely adversely impact the operations of unpatched traditional programmable logic controllers running a backend LAMP server and OT system with human management interfaces that are accessible over the internet via a web interface? Option A, cross-site scripting. Option B, data exfiltration. Option C, poor system logging. Option D, weak encryption. Option E, SQL injection. Option F is server-side request forgery. The correct answer is option D and F. Next one. A company recently transitioned to a strictly BIOD culture due to the cost of replacing lost or damaged corporate owned mobile devices. Which of the following technologies would be best to balance the BYOD culture while also protecting the company's data? Option A, containerization. Option B, geofencing. Option C, full disk encryption. Option D, remote wipe. The correct answer is option A. Next one. Chief Security Officer's key priorities are to improve preparations, responses, and recovery practices to minimize system downtime and enhance organizational resilience to ransomware attack. Which of the following would be best to meet the CSO's objective? Option A, use email filtering software and centralized account management, patch high-risk system, and restrict administrative privileges on file shares. Option B, purchase cyber insurance from a reputable provider to reduce expenses during an incident. Option C, invest in end-user awareness training to change the long-term culture and behavior of staff and executive, reducing the organization's susceptibility to phishing attacks. Option D, implement application whitelisting and centralized event log management and perform regular testing and validation full of backups. The correct answer is option D. We are covering CompTIA Security Plus. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comments. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. To get the complete list of questions and answers, click on the playlist link provided in the description. A network engineer has been asked to investigate why several wireless barcode scanners and wireless computers in a warehouse have intermittent connectivity to the shipping server. The barcode scanner and the computer are well off the forklift trucks and move around the warehouse during their regular use. Which of the following should the engineer do to determine the issue? Option A, perform a site survey. Option B, deploy a FKT imager. Option C, create a heat map. Option D, scan a rogue access point. Option E, upgrade the security protocols. Option F, install a captive portal. The correct answer is option A and C. Next. A security administrator suspects an employee has been emailing proprietary information to a competitor. Company policy requires the administrator to capture an exact copy of the employee's hard disk. Which of the following should the administrator use? Option A, DD. Option B, CHMOD. Option C, GNSENUM. Option D, logger. Correct answer is option A. Next one. Which of the following is most likely to outline the roles and responsibilities of data controllers and data processors? Option A, SSAE SOC2. Option B, PCI DDS. Option C, GDPR. Option D, ISO 31000. Correct answer is option C. Next. Phishing and spear phishing attack have been occurring more frequently against a company's staff. Which of the following would most likely help mitigate this issue? Option A, DNSSEC and GMARC. Option B, DNS query logging. Option C, exact mail exchanger record in the DNS. Option D, the addition of DNS conditional forwarders. The correct answer is option C. Next one. On which of the following is the live acquisition of data for forensic analysis most dependent? Option A, data accessibility. Option B, legal hold. Option C, cryptographic or hash algorithm. Option D, data retention legislation. Option E, value and volatility of data. Option F is right to audit clauses. The correct answer is option E and F. Next, which of the following incident response step involves actions to protect critical systems while maintaining business operation? Option A, investigation. Option B, containment. Option C, recovery. Option D, lessons learned. The correct answer is option B. Next, a security auditor is reviewing vulnerability scan data provided by internal security team. Which of the following best indicates and the valid credentials were used? Option A, the scan results show open port protocol service exposed to target host. Option B, the scan enumerated software version of installed programs. Option C, the scan produced a list of vulnerabilities on the target host. Option D, the scan identified expired SSL certificates. The correct answer is option B. We are covering CompTIA Security Plus. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comments. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. To get the complete list of questions and answers, click on the playlist link provided in the description. Next, which of the following best explains the difference between the data owner and the data custodian? Option A, the data owner is responsible for adhering to the rules for using the data, while the data custodian is responsible for determining the corporate governance regarding the data. Option B, the data owner is responsible for determining how the data may be used, while the data custodian is responsible for implementing the protection of data. Option C, the data owner is responsible for controlling the data, while the data custodian is responsible for maintaining the chain of custody when handling the data. Option D, the data owner grants a technical permission for data access, while the data custodian maintains the database access controls to the data. The correct answer is option B. Next, a network engineer needs to build a solution that will allow guests at the company's headquarters to access the internet via Wi-Fi. The solution should not allow access to the internal corporate network, but it should require guests to sign off the acceptable use policy before accessing the internet. Which of the following should the engineer employ to meet these requirements? Option A, implement OpenPSK on APS. Option B, deploy WAF. Option C, configure WIPS on the APS. Option D, install a captive portal. The correct answer is option D. Next, a security analyst has been asked to investigate a situation after the SOC started to receive alerts from the SIEM. The analyst first looks at the domain controller and finds the following events. To better understand what is going on, the analyst runs a command and receives the following output. See the information. Based on the analyst finding, which of the following attack is being used? Option A, credential harvesting. Option B, keylogger. Option C, brute force. Option D, sparing. Correct answer is option D, spraying. Next. Which of the following cloud model provide clients with server storage and network but nothing else? Option A, SaaS. Option B, PaaS. Option C, IaaS. Option D, DaaS. Correct answer is option C. Next one. A network administrator needs to build out a new data center with a focus on resiliency uptime. Which of the following would best meet this objective? Option A, dual power supply. Option B, off-site backups. Option C, automatic OS upgrade. Option D, NIC teaming. Option E, scheduled penetration testing. Option F, network attached storage. The correct answer is option A and B. Next one. A researcher has been analyzing large data set for the last 10 months. The researcher works with colleagues from other institutions and typically connects via the SSH to retrieve additional data. Historically, this setup is worked without issue, but the researcher recently started getting the following message. See the information displayed. Which of the following network attack is the researcher most likely to experiencing? Option A, MAC cloning. Option B, evil twin. Option C, man in the middle. Option D, ARP poisoning. The correct answer is option C. We are covering CompTIA Security Plus. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comments. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. To get the complete list of questions and answers, click on the playlist link provided in the description. Our question is, an organization is developing an authentication service for use at the entry and exit ports of the country borders. The service will use data feeds obtained from passport system, passenger manifest, and high-definition video feeds from CCTV systems that are located on the ports. The service will incorporate machine learning techniques to eliminate biometric enrollment processes while still allowing authorities to identify passengers with increasing accuracy over time. More frequently passengers travel, the more accurately the service will identify them. Which of the following biometric will most likely to be used without the need for enrollment? Option A, voice. Option B, gait. Option C, vein. Option D, facial. Option E, retina. Option F, fingerprint. The correct answer is option B and D, that is gait and facial. Next. An organization needs to implement more stringent controls over administrator, root credentials, and service account. Requirements for the objects include check-in, check-out of credential, ability to use but not know the password, automated password changes, logging of access to credentials. Which of the following solutions would meet the requirement? Option A, Auth 2.0. Option B, secure enclave. Option C, a privileged access management system. Option D, an OpenID Connect authentication system. The correct answer is option D. Next. Several employees turn to work the day after attending an industry trade show. That same day, the security manager notices several malware alerts coming from each of the employees' workstation. The security manager investigates but finds no signs of the attack on the perimeter firewall or the NIDS. Which of the following is most likely causing the malware alerts? Option A, a worm that has propagated itself across the intranet, which was initiated by presentation media. Option B, a fileless virus that is contained on the V card and is attempting to execute an attack. Option C, a Trojan that has passed through the executed malicious code on the host. Option D, a USB flash drive that is trying to run malicious code but is being blocked by the host firewall. The correct answer is option A. Next one. After reading a security bulletin, a network security manager is concerned that a malicious actor may have breached the network using the same software flow. The exploit code is publicly available and has been reported as being used against other industries in the same vertical. Which of the following should the network security manager consult first to determine a priority list of forensic review? Options are a vulnerability scan output, option B, IDS logs, option C, a full packet capture data, option D, SY0 alerts. The correct answer is option A. Next. A financial organization has adopted a new secure encrypted document sharing application to help with its customer loan process. Some important PII needs to be shared across this new platform, but it is getting blocked by the DLP system. Which of the following action will best allow the PII to be shared with the secure application without compromising the organization's security posture? Option A, configure the DLP policies to allow all PPI. Option B, configure the firewall to allow all ports that is used by this application. Option C, configure the antivirus software to allow the application. Option D, configure the DLP policy to whitelist the application with specific PII. Option E, configure the application to encrypt the PII. The correct answer is option D. Next. An auditor is performing an assessment of a security appliance with the embedded OS that was vulnerable during the last two assessments. Which of the following best explains the appliance vulnerability state? Option A, the system was configured with weak default security settings. Option B, the device uses weak encryption zippers. Option C, the vendor was not supplied a patch for the appliance. Option D, the appliance requires administrative credentials for the assessment. The correct answer is option C. We are covering CompTIA Security Plus. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comments. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. To get the complete list of questions and answers, click on the playlist link provided in the description. A question is, a company's bank has reported a multiple corporate credit card have been stolen over the past several weeks. The bank has provided the names of the affected cardholders to the company's forensic team to assist in the cyber incident investigation. An incident responder learns the following information. The timeline of stolen card number responds closely with affected users making internet-based purchases from diverse websites via the enterprise desktop PCs. All purchase connections were encrypted and the company uses the SSL inspection proxy for the inspection of encrypted traffic of the hardware network. Purchase made with corporate card over the corporate guest Wi-Fi network where no SSL inspection occurs were unaffected. Which of the following is most likely the root cause? Option A, HTTPS session are being downgraded to insecure cipher suite. Option B, that SSL inspection proxy is feeding events to the compromised SIEM. Option C, the payment provider are insecurely processing credit card charges. Option D, the adversary has not yet established a presence on the guest Wi-Fi network. The correct answer is option C. Next, a pharmaceutical sales representative logs on to the laptop and connects to the public Wi-Fi to check emails and update reports. Which of the following would be best to prevent other devices on the network from directly accessing the laptop? Option A, trusted platform module. Option B, a host-based firewall. Option C, a DLP solution. Option D, full disk encryption. Option E, a VPN. Option F, antivirus software. The correct answer is option A and B. Next, a company is implementing MFA for all applications that store sensitive data. The IT manager wants MFA to be non-disruptive and user-friendly. Which of the following technology should the IT manager use when implementing MFA? Option A, one-time password. Option B, email tokens. Option C, push notification. Option D, hardware authentication. The correct answer is option C. Next, a CSIRT is reviewing the lessons learned from the recent incident. A worm was able to spread unhindered throughout the network and infect the large number of computers and servers. Which of the following recommendation would be best to mitigate the impacts of the similar incident in the future? Option A, install an IDS device at the boundary. Option B, segment the network with firewall. Option C, update all antivirus signature daily. Option D, implement application blacklisting. The correct answer is option B. Next, a company is adopting a BYOD policy and is looking for a comprehensive solution to protect the company information on user devices. Which of the following solution would best support the policy? Option A, policy device management. Option B, full device encryption. Option C, remote wipe. Option D, biometrics. The correct answer is option A. We are covering CompTIA Security Plus. Our team is working hard to keep the content up to date. If you find this video helpful, please let us know in the comments. We really appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. To get the complete list of questions and answers, click on the playlist link provided in the description. Next, a development team employs the practice of bringing all the code changes from multiple team members to the same development project through automation. A tool is utilized to validate the code and attack source code through version control. Which of the following best describes the process? Option A, continuous delivery. Option B, continuous integration. Option C, continuous validation. Option D, continuous monitoring. The correct answer is option B. Next, a cybersecurity administrator needs to add risk redundancy to the for the critical server. The solution must have to drive failure for better fault tolerance. Which of the following rate levels should the administrator select? Option A, 0. Option B, 1. Option C, 5. Option D, 6. The correct answer is option B. Next, which of the following best explains the reasons why the server administrator would place a document named password.txt on the desktop of the administrator account on the server? Option A, the document is a honey file and is meant to attract the attention of the cyber intruder. Option B, the document is a backup file if the system needs to be recovered. Option C, the document is a standard file and the OS needs to verify the login credentials. Option D, the document is a keylogger that stores all key strokes should the account be compromised. The correct answer is option A. Next, a small company that does not have the security staff wants to improve its security posture. Which of the following would best assist the company? Option A, MSSP. Option B, SOAR. Option C, IAAS. Option D, PAAS. The correct answer is option B. Next, an organization's help desk is flooded with phone calls from users stating that no longer access certain websites. The help desk escalates the issue to the security team and these websites are accessible the previous day. The security analyst run the following command, but the issue persists. Finally, the analyst changes the DNS server from impacted machine and the issue goes away. Which of the following attack most likely occurred in the original DNS server? Option A, DNS cache poisoning. Option B, domain hijacking. Option C, distributed denial of service. Option D, DNS tunneling. The correct answer is option B. Next, a cybersecurity manager has scheduled biannual meetings with the IT team and department leaders to discuss how they would respond to hypothetical cyber attack. During these meetings, the manager presents a scenario and injects additional information throughout the session to replicate what might occur in dynamic cybersecurity event involving the company it facilitates, its data and its staff. Which of the following describes what the manager is doing? Option A, developing an incident response plan. Option B, building a disaster recovery plan. Option C, conducting a tabletop exercise. Option D, running a simulation exercise. The correct answer is option C.